Hey, how are you? You know, it's all about the love, right? This is your group. You know, you are hearts. You are the people in Africa. You need to work it out. You need to unite. You know, I mean, no sponsor can do that for you. This is not about money. This is not about personal interest. This is about, you know, hearts. The mission of hearts.
I want you to understand things. You know, most people come to us where they believe that they are going to benefit or they are going to gain something. Well, that is the case. Mostly we need to fix some issues that are very personal. You know, there are kids who are very sick. You know, African malaria is killing the people.
Yes.
Important issue that we face in Africa. So if we are able to have some medication for those kids, so if you are trying to show interest to see that helping African refugees to help themselves, I believe that there's something that they expect of you.
Of course,
so
of course.
I'm a member of House. What am I benefiting? What is so essential of me being a member of House? What can I benefit to show? What can I prove? Or what have House done for me?
Right.
So if we are the leaders of House, people always like, oh, Luigi, this is what Christopher doing. We see other people are benefiting. Some people are doing this, and the leaders are eating all the money. Which, of course, there is no money being sent to any leader to say, do this for House that have not been done. Most often, when money is sent, is for let's say get together, we'll have party, we'll have some other issues. So I think we need to understand this. If people, because people have lost so many cases, children's school fees, sick people, so many times we have people who have been sick. A call from raise to raise some money, we can send it to our officials to be able to help people. You know, there are single mothers who are actually suffering. This is one of the main things that we're fixing in the refugee camps.
Right.
Most kids, their parents died in the revolution. They are only left with a single mother, so it's very difficult. At the end, you find those kids into prostitutions because there is no source of income and there's no means to even go to school. So if we are able to help them, I think it will be something.
Right, we are able to help. Remember the philosophy of Hearts, helping African refugees have the help needs to start coming from you. You need to be a leader. You know, everyone needs to be a leader. This is not about Lemuel or anybody, right? This is about you.
I'm not going to shift blame on anyone, but I'm going to hold you responsible for the comment you just made. Because
of course
you listen to people when it comes out and says some issues about an individual which you just hold into your heart and think that this is what they said about Luigi or they said about Romeo or they said about Stephen or they said about Leon. It's not an issue about what people say. It's about what you can do to help us. If you want to develop house, you need to understand that you are dealing with Africans.
Right.
So you have to develop our culture because we don't treat things the way the Westerners treat things.
Create change, which is really what Hearts is about. Create change on a large scale in Africa. You know, I mean, this is really huge, and this requires your effort. That's the thing. It's about effort that comes from the love in your heart. That you don't just see your challenges, you don't just see your problems and your needs, right? But even though, you know, with the love in your heart, which is why Hearts is about bringing people together. I mean, people always say, what's the benefit? The benefit is you're part of a family, right? Of people who care. And everyone has something to learn here, so we should be never pointing fingers or never blame anybody, right? Or blame anything for why we are not doing what we need to do. In Africa and the corruption and the problem with, you know, the injustice, which is really the theme of your history, and the violence, right? Against your people. Now is the time for you. You need to rise up. You need to unite. And that's what it's about. So please lead the way. You're a great man. And I think there are only great people in the group. There are only wonderful, amazing people in the group. You just need to work it out with each other. You know, and even if you just share the space and share love, that's the most important thing. Like when you visit people and speak to people, that's the greatest gift of them all, right? It comes from your love. So you know what I mean. So please do that. Good man. It's so great to see you, my dear brother.
Have a good talk to you.
Yeah, please speak to everybody about this and give everyone my love.
Right, I do that for you.
And give everyone your love.
That's the bond of love. When something holds together.
Exactly.
A person.
Exactly.
That's consciousness when you
Exactly.
Awareness of that, create consciousness and energy.
Exactly.
It's what you put up, what you put is what you get, what you believe in.
You got
That's
it.
exactly what you get out.
That's why we need to make communication better, because the key to community, I look at heart as a community. Community building is through communication. Communication is the key.
We discussed so many projects that the last time, but that not have been undertaken yet.
Exactly.
And one project I always talking about is about just abuse. Just abuse because most youth when they come, they are doing drugs because there are no awareness about the effect of drugs to them. So I spoke to our chairlady the last time that was me to carry on the just abuse awareness. That's a very good project.
Right,
to
right,
eradicate,
of course.
To eradicate kids abusing drugs.
And another issue is, which is very important, I was wondering how many people there use protection when they have sex? Not many, right?
That's one. Thank you, yeah. Sexual abuse and then
exactly, because ultimately love, that's what I'm saying, hearts is about love. This is not about sex, like it's not about money, right? It's about love. And that is something people need to be educated about that. You need to educate your people about
we
that.
We do understand what we have learned, but we try to be blind to it, to ignore it. If I tell you that for the past time I've been in house, there are so many things that I've learned. Because one reason is that people come up with issues. People from different backgrounds, different religions come up with issues, and then we discuss it, and people share feelings.
Exactly.
It left with the way you will understand. That's how you address the issue. So I have learned a lot. I know how other people treat issues and how other people understand issues. So the most important thing that I've learned from us is how to understand people's way of doing things and people's way of reacting to issues.
Okay.
That's very important.
That is very important.
I may have my side how I choose to understand what you are saying and to react to it in a different way. Other person should understand in a different dimension and react to it in a different way. So that's the way of doing things because we are from different backgrounds and have different cultures. So we don't understand or we don't do things alike. Has taught me a lot because sometimes there are discussion that comes in the forum that don't need any argument, but it turns into a serious argument that create confrontation that people even start each other with. Of course, it's not good, but there's a way to
argument exactly.
In all, we should understand a point. That's the conclusion.
We should understand each other. We should understand each other and show also respect and to appreciate each other, which is also a value of heart, is appreciation, right? And honesty, which is another. It's interesting to look at these values. Honesty is very important. We are open, we are community, right? And we are all about this. We all lead the way. Again, this is not about position or power or money. This is about love. This is about people, you in Africa, starting really to work together and do something amazing.
All right, I'll do that. Thanks. Thanks very much.
Much love. Take care.
Greetings from West Africa, Ghana.
Yeah, happy holidays from Germany. Bye. Bye.
Bye.